Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, with a mock trial having been held in accordance with Juniper Woods' script. Juniper Woods herself has been taken in custody because, of course, the murder was run after this script in some senses. Will there be complete and utter parallels, or will there be some inconsistencies between the two? I think we've already possibly spotted one, as we now have free reign of the Academy. So let's us move. So where are we exactly going? Where do you reckon? Wright Anything Agency? Probably not. Let's go to the hallway for now. And maybe encounter a certain prosecutor again would be great. Alright, October 24th, the Feminist Legal Academy. Because we want to get ourselves to a room. We want to examine some balls and other stuff like that. Sounds weird, doesn't it? Hi, Mr. Wright. Oh, wow, that's angry face now. I heard they arrested your friend, Juniper. Yeah. Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean, the end justifies the means? I, Prof Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Okay. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Juniper wouldn't even hurt a fly. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you failed to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Prof Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I've even battled Prof Court in court. No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You'll see both Prof Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it. Now, if you would excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper. Prof Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but... Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one. How wonderful! Very well, Athena Cykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once. Let's hope it never comes to that. Now, if you would excuse me. I'm crossing over into Fulbright territory here. Well, time's wasting. You better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. Right, Phoenix. Elucidate. Illuminate. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Prosecutor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again? The police are searching the art room. But whether they'll find anything... Well, what? Come to think of it... Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Now, where was I again? there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Okay, you're training me with someone's life on the line, in a sense. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Prof Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what was it the Prof Means said? The end justifies the means? To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Femis Legal Academy. But, what happened to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Haha, relax. It's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. You had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. So, that's all you're giving me today, Phoenix? I think he pretty much blatantly said that this is a kind of a corrupt academy, at least on some sides. Depending on the leading professor. Let's put it that way. The end justifies the means is a terrible sentence. Well, we've got the maintenance area now as somewhere to go to. So, considering it's a new location, why don't we skip on over? So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said, I see my interest in the corner of the screen there, that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse, which we can see. Right. And then he claimed the body was transported to the stage in a bull cart. And then... there's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin. Whoa! You scared the crud out of me! Yikes, right back at you. So what are you doing out here? I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper! But I'm so worked up. My training brace is almost breaking at the seams. Alright, the girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. God, you're really laying that on thick. Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voices of yours. I'm a man. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible. That is... which is not at all possible by the sound of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem. Ask away. Keep it coming, man. Ouch. My ears ache already. Right, this is going to be an interesting shouty conversation. Prepare your eardrums too, headphone users. Robin Newman, tell us more about yourself. Robin, could you tell me a little bit more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club! The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There are supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. It's just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. Fräulein even. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did! Both of them! Put my blood, sweat, and tears in those things, man! It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah! I couldn't face Prof Court if I let something like that get me down! What do you mean? Prof Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good result's the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth for legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Yes, I'm totally on your guy's side. She must have been an incredible woman. Yeesh, and you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. Right, about the murder then. Shout it at us, tell us from the rooftops easily, we could hear you fine. Oh man! Might have to take the prosecutor course. I mean, how am I supposed to save you to prove I'm studying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry, I'll clear Judy's name. You'll see. The three of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the three of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law? Ha! We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man! Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it! School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school! Wait, someone has a prior conviction? A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Judy will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. Oh, you're talking about Judy now. And if I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Anything else to talk to me about? I feel like I should get more out of you. Is there anything to give him? Oh, I guess I could show this. Considering that was in the statue scenery. Also, I don't know if you've managed to make this or not. But I can't really do anything now. So maybe I need to go somewhere first before I talk with you. Let's present this though, first of all. Ah, a paper! So Robin, is this article true? The author of that article has been gunning for the three of us for some reason! It's been nothing but trashy articles like this as long as I can remember! Maybe the author just wants your attention? No way, man! The venom in those articles is way beyond that! Huh, I wonder. Nope, nothing. Well, let's check out the art room first, if we can get to there from there. We can't. So where am I supposed to be going? Let's move somewhere else and see if we get another event going on, because this is the first time the game hasn't actually literally gone like, move to the next area now. The first time. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. Athena, watch where you're... A snake! Huh? Ah! Ouch! I like how the this side up sticker tells you to put it one certain way, but the hands off is completely written the other way around. An important thing to notice? I don't know. Ouch! You put this stupid box here! Wait. Ah! Apollo! This box, there's... What now? There's someone or... something inside! Don't let it be a snake! It really is good for that. I made the joke first. You can't beat me this time. Otacon. You most just blew my cover. I take it you must be the newspaper reporter, just based on everything. What the? There really is someone inside. That someone is me, Myriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm a senior in the judge course. What's with the box? Why are you going? Are you pretending to be a snake, or is that some kind of weird laugh? Like, it's such a what? It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Right, so 200 bottle pack of Panda ink turns white to black. Okay, I guess that works. It's fragile and the wrong way round. I don't know anymore. Who are you? Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too? Must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure. She's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial? Oh, did I get the wrong voices? Whatever. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm gonna take the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguises how I get my scoops! But you're right, it's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Well, wait a second, Myriam. Repeat what you just said. A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time? What? There's a perception moment. Well, it's got to be the hands, because that's the only bit we can see. I thought so, Athena. My bracelet's reacting. Really? That means... a lie already? That was quick. Okay, we'll perceive this lady. It's got to be one of the hands, because it can't be... well, it might be the eyes, I guess, the other thing. How does she manage to make a box wet sweat? What is going on in this case already? Right. She's taking the stand tomorrow. The eyes move up and down no matter what. Tomorrow is not a keyword. It's got to be at the Juniper's sake bit. So the eyes are still going up and down. There we go. I'm sure it's going to be the hands after all. And it was that specific hand. Gotcha! I mean, there's not much of a human to spot otherwise. That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. What are you talking about? When I have a lie, that's a cool animation. Pacha! Waha! Hey hey! Okay, then, let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Famous Herald. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all by myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here! It could have gone out when the hand holds. An extra edition of the Famous Herald, published to coincide with a mock trial. I know that looks like a letterbox, however. And that's kind of the point. Posting my paper? Thank you very much. The Famous Herald Extra has been added to the court record. Thanks, Myriam. You've revealed who you truly are. As someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. Well, probably the original paper, isn't it?
Take that!
Take that! That's the Famous Herald, the paper I publish. What about it? Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. You got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. A one-woman operation, is it? I don't think so, Myriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? You just give me the info you have. Stupid pawn. Juniper's just using you. Okay, then. So now we can learn more about Myriam Scuttlebutt, puncher of cardboard boxes. Now, I want the truth, Myriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No, duh. She's a target of my scoops. My readers demand dirt. Extra, extra! A dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to a part of the crime. I'm going to tell it all in the shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means? Wait a second. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Prof Means methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus. Secretly recording every last word, without anyone being any the wiser. Man, I guess replacing those tapes would take a while. That'd be kind of obvious. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene of the crime. The art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to. Like I really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Myriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Who? Junior, Hugh, and Robin? What do you mean by fatal fissure? Okay, a rift in the trio. Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be? They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Prof Means has his followers, and Prof Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Prof Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Myriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realise how guilty Juniper Woods really is. Stupid laugh. We're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow. But I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right. Let's see what else we can find out. So I'd say that is an ending sentence for this lady. So what was the evidence we managed to pick up here, by the way? An extra edition of the school paper that covers the mock trial. An unceremonious cancellation. Objection. Why is his hands glowing in the picture? I didn't even know. Well, that doesn't really tell us too much. Does it? Is there anything more I can get from you, or should I move on now? I mean, technically I haven't been to the Wright Anything Agency yet, so I'm just wondering if something's going to happen there. Just Trucy, waiting around. She's got ideas and whatnot, so the usual kind of filler text that you get when you talk to someone like that. The whole way I'm guessing just has Phoenix within it at this point in time. So it looks to me like maybe back to the maintenance area? Just straining to get out there. Okay, we're going to try to present you evidence to find out more. Whoa, deja vu, man. It's like I can almost taste my near victory again. No, thought I should almost cancel because of that murder. This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys. You kidding? Our friendship. It's like a diamond, only tougher. It's like a powder cake before a spark. It's like the calm before the storm. In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment. So that wasn't good for anything. Let's present the mock trial script. Whoa, deja vu, man. Okay, that's the same text. Smash it again. Smash it again. What do you have against plates, kiddo? Right. We had 2 pages of this. I'm just wondering. Whoa, did you make that? I fired in the kiln for you. Just give it to me and I'll take care of the rest. I think I'll pass on the kiln fine this time. Phew, dodged a bullet there. I don't know what we're doing. It sounds like we have to talk to one person, not the other one. It sounds like we need to get more information. But I can't enter the art room, which is what I want to do. So I need to get past you. And if you go on the lecture hall in the meantime, though, however... Maybe I'm focusing too much on this art room. I should be looking elsewhere. Look, there's Hugh! Hey, Hugh! Oh, it's you two. Did you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own? Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it. But... Look, Prof Means is better able to handle this than you two. So just leave it to him. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Why, let's talk to Hugh then. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform I'm 100% lean muscle. My grades are outstanding, I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say... Archery club, eh? I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble too. How can you even say that with a straight face? Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests... I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But, as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. That's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? Okay, discovering the body. Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Your attention, please. The tenor is a different voice every time. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. That's right. There was that announcement, and then everyone came in here. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. It's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage. So that's when you saw the body. Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this? Ah, where'd you get that? So this article in the Feminist Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie. Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off. You really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong? Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter. Thanks. And don't worry. We'll prove Juniper's innocence. You'll see. I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena. What next? Well, I think I've talked to everyone who was somehow linked to the case. Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh wait, we haven't met with Junie yet. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's head over to the detention center. Alright, so the detention center it is then. With a little bit of dithering, the game seems to have stopped the hand-holding a little bit. In a way, it's not shoving us to each location anymore. And now wants us to kind of figure out if we've finished talking and got enough information or not. We've spoken to nearly every member of the Triad and the reporter. A lot of people involved in this case, but Archery Boy standing in front of us, having been shooting some arrows with an arrow in the victim, something tells me that's gonna stand out a fair bit in trial. As we continue on with Phoenix Wright, Dual Destinies, next time. I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.